Yeah, Bulubinaka everyone. This is day 4 of the challenge, 25 press up for 25 days. Again, so day 4 I decided instead of giving you tips, 2 tips per day, I decided to speak to someone who's been through certain challenges in his life, and I thought it would be best if he shared it so you could, like they say, you hear it from the horse's mouth. So with me today I have Mr. Rakesh, and I will ask him to just introduce himself shortly.
Yes, I'm Mr. Rakesh here. I'm originally from Mombasa. My name is Rakesh Chan, and I was married, and then I had some mistakes in my life with the domestic violence. I was thrown inside the prison, and I've been discharged for this February, and I've been stripped. And in the prison, I found Jesus, who Jesus is. And I left as a Hindu background. I was a Hinduism. I worshiped it 49 years, but I can feel that Jesus is the true God. There is no God beside him. And at the moment, I was on the street for more than 2 months, and I keep on praying, and I ended up with Brother Paul here, and he given me a shelter to the canteen where he's running the big shop at the moment. I'm just as a caretaker. I look at him, and God has done plenty things in my life. Whenever he asks the question, I'll forward to it.
Alright, so now the question that I'm going to be asking Mr. Rakesh is when you had that low point in your life, Rakesh, when you had that low point, when you came out of prison, you had no place to go. What made you keep on going? What drove you to overcome this? Because many persons, many men who go through certain situation like yours, they would really lose it. You know, they would turn to drugs, turn to alcohol. What kept you going, Mr. Rakesh?
What kept me going on this is the faith that I learned from inside in the prison, that Jesus is a true God, and he rely on it. And if he brought Lazarus out, why can he not do me, a living man on the earth? Never mind, I slept on the curtain. I kneeled down and prayed that, Lord Jesus, you are the only one who can do things for me. And my faith, that what I learned inside, I applied in my life, normal daily life. Never mind, I had a bread a day, but I never give up. I give life to my Jesus, and I prayed to him, and I fasted sometimes. I didn't have money to eat, but I fasted. But when I have in the night, sometimes Jesus, every night he provides me a bread to eat every morning. That's my faith, that faith of Jesus Christ.
All right, thank you. There you go, guys. Mr. Rakesh, I met him on the street. We have been blessed with him being here with us for these last few days. And what we saw was when I first met him, I didn't know that he was on the street, because he was always smiling, he was always happy, and he had this positive attitude. So there you go, guys, brothers who are facing certain issues. You know, this is a life example of someone who went to prison, came out of prison, he was rejected by his family, he spent months on the street, but despite all of that, you can still see that smiling face that he has with him. So now I will just ask him just to give an advice. What is his advice to some of our brothers out there who may be going through some anxiety, some depressive moments in their lives? Mr. Rakesh, what is, in a short sentence, what is your advice to men who are struggling right now, watching you?
That's the right question, my brother Paul. I give advice to all my brothers and sisters who are listening and looking at the video, that never give hope. When you plant a seed, it will not bear fruit same time. But you have faith that one day it will bear fruit. Never give up. Whatever challenges might be in life, but your heart should be inside and outside, pure to the Jesus Christ. That is the helper, that's the source, that's the creator and everything. My advice to you, please have faith in the mustard seed, like a seed, and be haunted on the mountain, on the ground, solid, like Peter said. Jesus said to Peter, I build a church on this rock. So my advice to people is, have faith on Jesus. He will do it. He's not a man to lie.
Thank you, my ladies and gentlemen, brothers. So from me and Rakesh, my brothers out there, be strong, God bless.
Amen.
So there you have it, guys. So now to do my 25 press up. And before I do my 25 press up, I nominate a few brothers of mine. Chon Nabuku, yes, you heard me right. Chon Nabuku, Leone Rambuiliku, and Chochi. Saochi, Tapusi from Lomachi Didia. Before you do your press up, give an advice, a tip to men out there, saying, letting them know how you went through the tough times in your life. Find someone like Brother Rakesh, inspirational, and get his testimony out there. It'll help our fellow brothers. So now for my 25 press-ups. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hold it up, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, hold it, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you guys. So 25 press-ups. So God bless. See you tomorrow. Naka.